If you're a senior or have a parent or loved one who is, you need to know about a growing danger that's affecting thousands of families every year. Estate scams targeting seniors. These scams don't always show up as obvious fraud. In fact, they're often disguised as helpful advice, free consultations, or paperwork assistance. By the time anyone realizes what's happening, someone's home, money, or legacy has already been taken. If you would like a free written copy of this video, message me in the comments. Hi, I'm Kathy, a realtor here in Orange County, California. I specialize in probate services and senior estate transitions. I've seen how fraudsters exploit vulnerable seniors, especially during times of loss or confusion. Today's video is all about empowering you with the information you need to protect yourself and your loved ones from these scams. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how these scams work, the red flags to watch for, and most importantly, how to protect your family. Let's get started. What is a senior estate scam? Senior estate scams are schemes that specifically target older adults, often under the guise of helping them manage their estate, transfer property, or deal with probate. These scams may appear during or after the loss of a spouse, or when a senior begins to downsize, enter assisted living, or consider creating or updating their will or trust. Scammers prey on grief, confusion, and trust. They pose as professionals, like attorneys, real estate agents, caregivers, or even relatives who offer to help with estate planning, property transfers, or financial decisions. In reality, they're out to trick seniors into signing over deeds, cashing out insurance policies, or giving up control of their home or savings. Let me be clear, these scammers are sophisticated and they know exactly how to manipulate a grieving family member or a confused elder. Common types of estate-related scams targeting seniors. 1. Deed theft and property title fraud. This is one of the most devastating scams. A scammer convinces a senior or their confused heir to sign documents that appear harmless, but in reality, they're signing away the ownership of their home. These documents are then recorded at the county office, and suddenly the scammer becomes the legal owner. Many seniors don't even realize it's happened until they receive an eviction notice or until their family tries to sell the home after they've passed. Number 2, fake trust mills. This scam involves companies that claim to offer low cost or free estate planning. They often advertise at senior expos, in mailers, or through free lunches. What they're really doing is selling fake trusts, collecting personal financial information, and using it to sell annuities or high commission products the senior does not need. They may also try to convince seniors to transfer their home into a trust without proper legal review, opening the door for fraud. 3. Caregiver or relative manipulation. Sadly, sometimes the scammer is someone close to the senior, a caregiver, new romantic partner, or distant family member gains the trust and slowly isolates them. Over time, they convince the senior to change their will, sign over property, or grant power of attorney. In California, we see this too often, especially when the senior is living alone or suffering from early dementia. 4. Probate assistance scams. Scammer often targets families right after someone passes away. They show up claiming to be probate consultants, estate representatives, or asset recovery firms. They may offer to help heirs file paperwork or locate unclaimed assets in exchange for a large upfront fee or a percentage of the estate. In most cases, the service is either unnecessary or fraudulent. Here is a real-life story, how one family lost their inherited home. Let me share a true story with names changed for privacy. Barbara A 76-year-old widow in Orange County had lived in her home for over 40 years. After her husband passed, she was approached by a man who claimed to work with a senior estate planning company. He offered to help Barbara protect her assets and encouraged her to sign documents, placing her home into a trust he created. Barbara trusted him. After all, he visited her several times, offered kind words, and seemed knowledgeable. Unfortunately, the trust was fraudulent. It transferred ownership of her home to a fake shell company. Within 6 months, the home was sold out from under her, and she was facing eviction. By the time her adult children discovered what had happened, it was too late. The fraudster had vanished, and Barbara's only asset, her home, was gone. Red flags. How to spot a scam before it's too late. To protect yourself and your family, here are the warning signs to watch for. Unsolicited help. If someone reaches out offering to help with estate planning, probate, or property transfer, especially if you didn't ask, be cautious. Pressure to sign quickly. Scammers often push seniors to sign paperwork immediately without allowing time to review it with family or legal counsel. Complicated legal jargon. If the documents are confusing and the person can't clearly explain them, that's a red flag. Request for personal information or payment up front. Be wary of anyone asking for social security numbers, bank info, or large fees before services are rendered. Isolation tactics. If someone tries to cut you off from trusted family or advisors, something isn't right. How to protect yourself and your loved ones. 1. Always involve a trusted professional work only with licensed attorneys and real estate agents who specialize in estate or probate matters. Verify their licenses online. A qualified probate attorney will never push you to make a decision without explanation or documentation. If you're dealing with the sale of a family member's home, be sure to hire a realtor who understands probate. I've worked with many families during this exact situation and always make sure everyone is informed, supported, and protected. 2. Review all documents carefully. Don't sign anything you don't understand. Take documents home, read them thoroughly. Discuss them with your family or a trusted advisor. If you're helping a senior, sit down with them and go through paperwork together. And always check who is listed as the beneficiary or guarantee, especially on deeds and trusts. Use a durable power of attorney. Carefully, a power of attorney can be incredibly helpful, but it's also dangerous in the wrong hands. Only assign POA to someone you fully trust and have a backup plan. Review POA documents regularly, especially if your circumstances change. Keep communication open with family. Scammers thrive when seniors are isolated. Make sure your loved ones know to come to you with questions or concerns. Likewise, if you're a senior, involve your children or a trusted friend in major decisions. Even a simple gut check conversation with someone close to you can prevent a disaster. 5. Report suspicious activity immediately. If you suspect fraud, don't wait. Contact your local adult protective services, the county recorder's office, or your probate attorney. Time is critical. You may be able to reverse fraudulent transfers if caught early. Agencies that can help. Here are some trusted resources where you can get support. California Department of Consumer Affairs. Verify licenses for attorneys, real estate agents, and financial planners. California Attorney General, Elder Abuse Section. File fraud complaints and get support. Orange County Adult Protective Service, call 800-451-5155 to report suspicious behavior. AARP, the County Recorder's Office. you can check who legally owns a property or has placed a lien or transfer on the deed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. These organizations exist to protect you and your loved ones. How I help protect families, protect their property and legacy. As a probate realtor here in Orange County, I've worked with many families who didn't know where to start. Maybe they were dealing with a parent's passing, facing difficult family dynamics, or feeling overwhelmed by court paperwork and deadlines. In some cases, I've even helped them untangle the damage left behind by estate scams. My role goes beyond selling property. I help coordinate trusted referrals to probate attorneys, estate planners, and elder law specialists. I guide families through preparing the home, securing assets, navigating probate court timelines, and ultimately protecting their loved one's legacy. If you're worried about someone taking advantage of your family, or if you just want to be proactive, I'm here as a resource. Reach out anytime for confidential, no pressure conversation. Final thoughts and a call to action. Scammers will continue to evolve, but the best defense is knowledge, preparation, and surrounding yourself with people who truly have your best interest at heart. Whether you're a senior planning your estate, an adult child helping your parents, or someone navigating the probate process for the first time, please remember, you're not alone and you don't have to go through this blindly. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear this. You can also comment below with your questions or reach out to me directly by phone, email, or text. I'm always here to help guide and protect families just like yours. Together, we can make sure your loved one's home, legacy, and wishes are safely and respected. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.